In grade school, you face some significant challenges. Can you talk about those and your experience?
I went to Cathedral Chapel over here, and I had about 6 weeks to go in second grade. And the nun found out I didn't know the alphabet. And man, you should have seen her face. So I flunked second grade, and I had Sister Sheila for 2 years, and she just paddled the hell out of me for 2 years. Then the next one was on, you guys ever go to Brentwood? There's a place called Bronstein's Memory School. You ever seen it? You've seen it? They used to be on Crenshaw. They were on Wilshire and Crenshaw, and I was one of their first victims. And they tried to convince me of the alphabet. That didn't work. My brother and sister tried to beat the alphabet into me. Then up in Hollywood, I had to go to this lady's house, and there were 8 students. 2 of them were 18 years old. I'm 8 years old. And I kept thinking, well, this seems a little odd. I am in school with 18-year-olds. And in those days, if you have Down syndrome, you can't raise your head. So I was talking to some guy in the neighborhood, and he said, yeah, those folks with Down syndrome can't raise their head. So I was in the backyard of this lady's school, and I said, oh, look at that airplane. And they couldn't raise their head, and I thought, this seems like an odd school for me to be at. So I didn't belong there. So then man, I had to go to UCLA, clinic school. You know where that is? It's across in Marymount, where all these screwed up.
How old are you?
10 or 11. And I had the ink blot test and all those. I mean, I was tested everywhere. I had to go to an eye doctor in Culver City, Dr. Walton, 3 days a week, and I'd do eye circles to strengthen my eye muscles. And then I had to go to some eye doctor school out there in Fullerton. And there were this many people, all the eye doctors, and I'm on a podium. I'm 9 years old, and they're giving me a hearing test, and all these doctors are going, ooh, and ah. And I kept thinking, well, I'm not that, why would all these doctors go ooh and ah over me? So my parents said every word I ever read cost them $50.
And were you diagnosed, or back then did they know what ADD was?
They didn't have the word. They didn't have the word till I was about 26 years old, called dyslexia.
But you had trouble reading and obviously keeping up with other students in school, right?
Not really.
No?
We're keeping up. I could keep up with everybody orally. Like a teacher would say something, I could follow it. But I didn't. The way I could keep up with people reading, I was in every reading group. I only knew the word the. I'd go, this is the 4th the on the page. So I'd keep track of the thes. I really had. And I could do that on a typewriter. It's the only word I can do. That's my favorite.